Fear is a powerful emotion that can hold us back from reaching our full potential. It can prevent us from taking the necessary steps to achieve our goals and live the life we truly desire. But what if we were not so fearful? What if we had the strength and courage to overcome our fears and take action towards our dreams? Have you ever thought about what life would be like for you if you were not held back by fear? Have you considered the possibilities and opportunities that could have been available to you if you had taken that first step towards starting your own business or going back to school? The thought of it can be overwhelming and make us wonder what could have been. However, it is important to remember that we are not too late to make a change. The people we admire, who seem to have everything we want, were not born with their success. They too had to overcome their fears and take action towards their goals. The difference between them and us is not their abilities or talents, but their strength and courage to pursue their dreams. God knows the crippling power of fear and wants us to live in a state of strength and courage. He wants us to rise to the highest level available so that we can live great lives and give Him glory. As believers, we are called to let our light shine before others, so that they may see our good works and glorify our Father in heaven. This is not just a motivational phrase, but a command from God for us to be strong and courageous. Moses, a great leader in the Bible, learned the hard way about the consequences of giving in to fear. When the Israelites were close to the desert of Zin and were thirsty, they turned against Moses and Aaron. God told Moses to speak to the rock to bring water out of it, but Moses disobeyed and struck the rock instead. Because of this, God told Moses he would see the promised land, but he wouldn't enter it. His assistant, Joshua, would continue from where he stopped. This shows us the importance of obedience and the consequences of giving in to fear. Moses had to give a pep talk to the people of Israel, telling them to be strong and courageous, and this is a reminder to us as well. We are called to live in strength and courage as a lifestyle, to overcome our fears and take action towards our dreams. As we read in Deuteronomy 31:6, God commands us to be strong and courageous. This is not just a passing remark, but a repeated message throughout the Bible, as we see in Joshua 1:9, when Joshua is told the same thing. There are many things in life that can make us feel weak and scared, whether it be a lifelong commitment, raising children, starting a new job or project, or moving to a new place. The problem arises when we allow these feelings to prevent us from doing what God wants us to do. Moses had to remind the children of Israel of this message as they faced a change in leadership, with Joshua taking over as their leader. The people had placed their hope in Moses and God, not in Joshua, and so Moses had to encourage them to be strong and courageous, as it was God's plan. With God, there is no passivity. We must take action in faith, even if that means facing challenges. Moses had to tell the people that they would overcome, and he had to repeat these words to Joshua as well. Strength and courage are two separate things, but they are both necessary in life. Strength is the ability to resist being moved or broken by force, while courage is the readiness to face adverse situations involving danger or pain. We may have strength without courage, or courage without strength. We may be able to take on a task but lack the courage to start it, or have the courage to start something but lack the strength to see it through. This is why it is important to have both. God does not expect us to do things on our own, using only our physical strength or courage. As Zechariah 4:6 says, it is by the Spirit of God that we can accomplish great things, not by our might or power. God wants us to be strong and courageous because He is always with us, and He wants this strength and courage to come from Him, not from our intelligence, beauty, or any other personal attribute. John 4:4 reminds us that we belong to God, and that the Spirit within us is greater than any spirit in the world. The knowledge of God is what will give us strength and courage. As Daniel 11:32 says, those who know their God will be strong and carry out great exploits. To know God, we must study the Bible and dedicate time to prayer. Studying the Bible allows us to have a personal interaction with God, learning about His character and the way He shows up for people. This knowledge will give us the belief that God will never leave us or forsake us, making it easier for us to be strong and courageous. In prayer, we speak to God and He speaks back to us, further solidifying our relationship with Him. Type, "The Lord's strength is with me," if you believe.
This next message will help you manifest abundance in your life. Please don't ignore it.